What's up? Good morning, guys. Hey, it's your No Excuses coach, Christopher Rausch, out here again with another walk and talk. It's a beautiful, gorgeous start to the day. Got my buddy Ozzy. Where is he? Say hi, Ozzy. Hi, Ozzy. Anyways, hey, it's here Monday, if you're watching this some other time. But anyways, good morning. I hope you guys all had an awesome weekend. So I thought I'd bring you a little Monday morning motivation by Christopher Rausch. And I know, let's just get to the point. I know a lot of us are struggling, myself included sometimes, you know. What's up, Brenda? There's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of challenge in the world around us. You know, for some of us, we might have been thinking, hey, this is gonna be a short-term situation and life will go back to normal. And if you guys have been following me for any period of time, I have said even since the beginning of COVID that normal is an idea. Normal is a safety spot for us to be in that makes us safe because we're certain. Hey, good morning, Larry. What's up, kick-ass Larry? Normal is a place of certainty. Normal is where we can control. Normal is where we stay mediocre. You know, some people like normal, but obviously the truth of the matter is, as we get into this and we get into what's going on in the world around us, the furtherance of that normal is becoming more clear. And in that case, we have to continually be adapting. You know, I think even for me, I was trying to think, okay, I'm adapting to this new normal and, you know, trying to adapt to that, but then the new normal switches, right? Yes, great week and good morning, Brenda. And so we have to have that adaptability and we have to have that perspective to stay in the moment. Otherwise we can get in our head and we can get really psychological. We can go down a rabbit hole. We can say things and think things that, you know, probably aren't good for our soul. And then what do? We tend to react. We tend to get emotional. We tend to go out and gather people in our group to share similar opinions and similar beliefs to make sure that we're okay. And, you know, again, I've asked you guys, you know, to please be careful in what you put out in the world. What's up? Hey, Zeus, good morning. I've asked you guys to be really careful about what you put out in the world. I'm still seeing a lot of people saying, if you don't like this, then unfriend me. If you don't like that, unfriend me. You know, if you don't believe this, leave me alone. I'm gonna unfriend you. You know, we're all gonna have differences of opinions. You know, that's life. And until social media came around, I never knew if you liked Trump. I never knew if you didn't like masks. I didn't know if you were racist. I didn't know if you fucking ate kidney beans with peanut butter on them. You know, I didn't know those things. And now we know those things. And it seems like people are starting to get divisive. Like, if you don't like this, then I'm not going to like you. And you have to consider really the totality of the situation and what we're in. If you're spreading that and you're saying, hey, I don't like you because of this, then what are you doing? What are you saying? You know, if you're saying you're about the United States, if you're saying you're about let's fix the problem and not treat the symptom, then what are you doing? And what is that going to do for you? What is that going to do for your soul? You know, if you're going out there and saying, oh, you know, everybody's got to be doing this or doing that, or this is right, this is wrong, this is the conspiracy theory of the week, all that's going to do is make yourself toxic, because then you're going to go out and look for people who, what's up, Daryl? You're going to go out and look for people who aren't subscribing to your ideology, and then you're going to get mad, and then there's going to be another person you're going to defriend or unfriend or whatever. But you have to consider the whole of the situation. You have to consider yourself and where you're at and what legacy you want to leave behind. Do you want to be known as a keyboard warrior? Do you want to be known as somebody who's reactionary? Do you want to be known as somebody who's going to cut you off just because you have a difference of opinion? What are you teaching your kids? What are you teaching society? You know, how about having a conversation? I see things and people send me stuff all the time. I'm like, thank you, but I don't share your opinions. And I send it back to them. And sometimes they send me stuff and sometimes they don't. I'm like, hey, thanks a lot for sharing that. I appreciate it. Sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't. And then I move on. But right now what we need to be doing is we need to be considering the totality of our emotional and our physical well-being. We have to be stronger than we've ever been before to face whatever it is that we're supposed to be facing in our personal lives, professional lives, and in the world around us. So we have to take that responsibility. We have to accept that responsibility instead of putting it on everybody else. Like, oh, I'll be better when you guys start agreeing with me. I'll be better when this is right and that's not wrong, or whatever it is. You never know. You don't know what's going to happen. And some of these people are sending me shit, and this is going to happen, that's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, so I'm not going to worry about shit that's not going to happen until it happens, right? That's what you guys have heard me say, you know, string those moments together, and guess what? Then you have a pretty kick-ass life. And what is your legacy? What do you want to be remembered for? What are you doing in the world? Do you want to be a great parent? Do you want to be a great business person? Do you want to be a philanthropist? Do you want to find the cure to cancer? Whatever it is, whatever you want to be doing, then focus on that. Good morning. You have to focus on that. But, some of these people I'm seeing out there, some of my friends are going bananas because they can't control something and they're trying to control it because of that certainty, that normalcy. And that's not going to happen. We need to be looking to each other to group together, to band together, not to sit there and say, oh, because you don't agree with me, what does that look like? What does that look like in a catastrophe? If your town is hit by a tornado, do you not accept food or shelter because somebody has a different opinion of the president than you do? Come on, that's stupid. If somebody's gonna, donate blood cells to help you get a transfusion or whatever, are you gonna ask them, are they a Trump supporter or an anti-masker or a masker or whatever the fuck it is? No, you're not. That's stupid. So stop unfriending people because of that. Again, it goes back to, if you walked in their shoes and been in their life and had the opinions imposed upon them that they've had, then might you have the same opinions? Yes, it's without a doubt. You would be just like them. So we often don't like in others what we don't like in ourselves. So that's a good opportunity to take a look in the accountability mirror and say, hey, what do I own on this? What am I mad about myself that I'm projecting out to other people? And I can prove it. Anybody, hey babe, good morning. Anybody else out there can actually, see this and see the fact that I just lost my train of thought because my wife is watching me. Hey, there's Ozzy. Anyways, sorry. We have to be looking at what it is that's going to nourish our soul, what's going to make the world a better place, what's going to get us through that day and make those moments a little bit more spectacular. Because if we're caught up in the shit that we can't control and the stuff that we don't know about, we can't be in the moment. And that's what bothers me about my own self sometimes, is I get caught up in the news and I get caught up in all the other stuff, and it takes away from my moment being with my son or my family, or it makes me frustrated where I just need to isolate myself and not think, that's terrible. We need to be focusing on how we can make the world better, how we can make our lives better, how can we adapt, what else can we learn, where can we grow, what might be the new normal. I told my wife the other day, I said, there may be a situation if 28 million people lose their houses that families are going to have to be living 3 families together in one house. Who knows? That might be the new normal. We might have to rent out our trailer in the front yard to somebody because they need a place to live. I don't know. But the fact is that in order to have a great week, we need to make sure that we're focusing on ourselves, we're focusing on our family, we're focusing on our priorities, and then trying to see what it is that we could do to make the world a better place. Not divide it, not point fingers, not blame, not sit there and get all hot and bothered about stuff. Just be in those moments and focus on those things. Think about your legacy, think about your eulogy, think about what it is, the example you're setting for your friends and everybody else. That's what this is about. So my challenge to you this week is to focus more on what you can control, the moments in your life, the people in your life. Do they know how special they are to you? If you drop dead tomorrow, are they going to know? Are you going to have things in place? Are you taking care of yourself? Worrying. If you need somebody to talk to, reach out to me. You guys can reach out to me anytime and I'll be happy to talk to you guys. That's the God's honest truth. All right. So what's up, Weldon? Good morning. Hey, so that's my message for you guys today. Just really stop focusing on what it is you can't control. Stop focusing on the news and all the politics and everything else, and just focus on this week being a part of the solution, not part of the problem, and making the world a better place. Can you donate something? Can you give a little money? Can you spare something? Can you post stuff that's actually nice and uplifting, funny? I don't know. There you go. That's what I'm asking from you. That's what makes a kick-ass life, myself included. So I'm intending on having an awesome week. I'm intending on having a nice, healthy week full of exercise and good food and water and hydration and moments, and laughter. That's what I'm focusing on in service. That's what I'm going to be doing. And Weldon says, as I end one career and begin another, I've been thinking about legacy. Yes, legacy. What is it you want to be remembered for? If you died tomorrow, who would come to your funeral and what would they say? What impact did you make? What if they went back and looked through your Facebook feed for the last 2 weeks and they read those posts? Would they be happy? Would you be happy? Oh, those are my last 2 weeks. That's what I did. That's all I said. Oh, okay. I didn't say anything about how much I love my family or blah, 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 or whatever it might be. So that's what we need to be focusing on. The good stuff, the great stuff. So many people are looking at what they don't have. And it's amazing when you just see what you do have. the ability to walk. You know, I'm in pain right now, but I'm walking. It's a gorgeous day outside. The flowers are blooming. The sun feels good. I'm listening to a podcast. I've got wireless headphones. Fucking life is great. Really. But I woke up this morning, oh my God, and I took a look at the news and I started feeling like shit, and I'm like actually nauseous. And I'm like, life is really good. You know, we went down to the beach on Saturday. It was a normal day. It was beautiful. But yet I get sucked into this other shit, thinking about the world and thinking about shit I can't control, and it makes me frustrated, and it makes me sad. It makes me sad to see people hurting each other. It makes me sad to see that I know so many people around the world, and I truly believe that 80% of us are all great people, irrespective of the fact that we have different political beliefs or any other beliefs, religious beliefs, sexual orientation beliefs, abortion beliefs, whatever. That we're all still really good people, and we all want the same. So let's stop being divisive. Let's start being, you know, a little bit more collaborative and understanding. And if you don't agree with something, how about just asking the question, like say, hey, have you considered this? Or what's your stance on that? That's probably not going to work because most people are already committed to their decisions so hard that they'll never change. So whatever you type and whatever you post isn't going to really change the situation. It's just only going to exacerbate more hatred, more frustration, more division. Oh, what else can I divide on next? Oh, you don't like Stater Brothers and I like Ralph's? What is it? Oh, you don't believe in thong underwear because it itches your ass? Okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? People got to pick and choose your battles. This is a great world. We live in a great time. And yes, it's challenging. But guess what? Challenging times create strong people, all right? All right, my arm is getting super tired. I love you guys. Peace out. Stay kick-ass, stay unstoppable. Send me you guys' messages. I love you guys. Good morning. And thank you for being supporters of the kick-ass movement and message and everything else. I love you guys. I love you, sweetie. I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. You fucking hit finish. Hey, Anna. Good morning.